Welcome, my dear student of JPTS ISQ. My name is Dr. Clement Ogbani. I'm presenting a lecture on organizational structure and management. Organizational structure and management. So this is the course code is business, that is BAM 205, organizational structure and management. So we shall be looking at, first of all, let's look at the course content. The course content is about the functions and business process that create value. Also, the business concept, principles, and values that contribute to organizational performance, organizational structures and design, to identify policy, practices, and procedures that influence group and group dynamics, to describe management decision-making process, and also to look at what are those concepts and principles that guide us in analyzing environment and case incidents in management, and to look at some of those internal and external factors that affect organizational performance. And we shall also be looking at how to take decisions in an organization and how managers are to enhance ethical standards in decision making. So first of all, this is a course that you really need it as a student of whether you are in management, where you are in business, in accounting, human resources, healthcare management. Any person that is into management must study this course very well, because this course is very, very important. It's at the core of management. Like we say, management can be applied in every field. Is it healthcare? Is it media mass? Is it hospitality management? Is it human resources management? Is it engineering? Every aspect of life, management is required. But we are starting with an understanding of the meaning of management. Like we know, when you did principles of management, management is a process of planning, organizing, leading, controlling resources, and also in order to achieve organizational goals efficiently and effectively. So management, like Fayo, our father in management, teaches us, he said that it is more about planning, organizing, leading, controlling resources, both human and physical resources, and in order to achieve a goal efficiently and effectively. What this definition, which is very broad, is telling us is that any aspect of human life, any aspect of human endeavor that is concerned with achieving a particular goal, that a goal has been set, an objective has been set that you want to achieve. You have a mission, you have a vision, you have a goal, an objective, and you want to achieve it efficiently and effectively. You need the principles and the techniques of management. But let's look at what other scholars have said about management. Like Frederick Taylor in 1856 to 1950 said that management is the art of knowing what you want to do and then see that you do it in the best and the cheapest way. So Taylor on his own was looking at, first of all, management is about determining what you want to achieve in any endeavor of human life, and also try to achieve it in the cheapest way. In the cheapest way in modern time is, that is why we talk about efficiently. To achieve a goal, if you have achieved a goal, that means you are effective. But the resources, the time, the effort that you put to achieve that goal means that is where the efficiency comes in. But another great scholar in management, somebody of Harold Coons. Coons lived between 1909 and 1984. He said that management is the art of getting things done through others with formally organized groups. So he said that management is about getting things done. What are those things? That is objectives that you want to achieve through others, but in an organized way. Then our also a great scholar in management, Peter Drucker. Drucker said that management may be defined as the process by means of which the purpose and objectives of a particular human group are determined, classified, and effectuated. So if we look at like Mary Parker Follett, 1868 to 1933, is of the view that management is out of getting things done through people. And Eric Fayol said that it is how to focus, to plan, to organize, to command, to coordinate, and control activities of others. But one thing that is common about all these definitions is that, first and foremost, identify where you want to go, you remain focused, and you come up with strategies to achieve them. And these strategies involve both human and material resources. So anything you want to achieve in life, in as far as you have a clear definition of the objective, you must have a clear definition of the strategies you want to use, and you need both human and material resources to achieve it. And that is why the essence of the principles and techniques of managing people and managing resources to achieve the defined objective is necessary. So this gives us an overview of what management is all about. But there are some basic concepts, principles, and values that contribute to organizational performance. We need to know, because quite often we see some organizations performing well, we see some organizations performing below expectations. Some organizations will be performing well, and some organizations are performing below expectations. Like in Nigeria, recently we witnessed a situation where Guinness Nigeria PSC had to divest from Nigeria. They sold a larger part of their shares to another body, another investing body. They have to leave the Nigerian economy. But in the same Nigerian business environment, we see Nigeria Breweries, which is a competitor, declaring profit. It's still the same Nigeria. You see companies like ShopRite are thriving, ShopRite, Just Right, name it. They are doing well in the retail business. Why companies like Kisway and others couldn't perform well in Nigeria? But what we are saying is that what are those concepts? What are those values? What are those principles that make organizations to perform well? One of them is in business, we have what we call core business concepts. One, you must know the industry you are into, and you must know your competitors. You must, because in business there are competitors. You must come up with competitive strategies to be able to survive in the competitive market. But if it is a monopolistic market or a monopolistic competition or an oligopoly or a duopoly or a bilateral monopoly, you may not need those competitive strategies. But if you find yourself in a competitive market, you must apply competitive strategies to survive. And these competitive strategies, according to our leader in competitive and strategic management, Peter said that we have to be able to come up with strategies to remain as cost leaders. We have to come up with strategies to remain, to differentiate our product, our service from others. And also we have to focus on areas that are where the competition is not so high. So you must be able to compete in this also you find yourself. Also, it is important as a manager to be able to define your goals. You must be able to define your goals and you must be able to formulate the strategies to achieve them. Defining goals and having strategy is not enough. You must have what we call a strong organizational structure. Your structure and your strategy must be in alignment. Organizational structure and organizational strategy, if they are not in alignment, there will be a dysfunctional organization. The activities will be dysfunctional. At the end of the day, the strategies may not achieve the objective. So you must also promote your product, because it is only you that knows how good your product or your service is. You need to create awareness. You need to, apart from creating awareness, you need to persuade the people to buy, because they have not tried your product. They may have one or two skepticism towards your product, but so you need to make them understand that this product is good, and that this product will create the satisfaction that they want. And also, you must understand the processes and the system which an organization is. A system or a process enables an organization to perform its function. You must create a system, you must create a process. A process is like a procedure. It's like step by step, unit by unit, that the production will pass through before it gets to the final consumer. And also, you must engage in strategic planning. Strategic planning here means that you must analyze your environment, both the internal and external environment. You must predict, you must forecast and predict the behavior of these environmental variables, so that if when they changes, you must have a plan of what to do when the environment changes. Example of an environment is, we have the economic environment, we have the technological environment, we have the international environment, we have the physical environment, we have the socio-political environment. The political environment in a country can change, just like what is happening in Bayelsa now. The former governor has been removed, and an administrator is there, which means the political environment in Bayelsa have changed. A country political environment can also change. Coming to economic environment, there could be inflation, there could be deflation, there could be economic growth, there could be economic recession, there could be increase in prices, there could be decrease in prices, there could be increase in employment rate, there could be decrease in employment rate, and also balance of payment. These are variables that go up and down. So you must be able to plan. If these variables goes up, how does it affect your organization? And most importantly, you must be innovative, especially when you are in a competitive market. You must be innovative. For you to succeed, you must come up with new ways of serving your customer. You cannot serve your customer with the same product, with the same method consistently, because they will be bored, because other competitors will come up with innovative products that might push your own product out of the market. So innovativeness is what makes a company to succeed. And you need to manage your finances very well for your organization to succeed. You need to manage your finances. And also, whether you have strategy, whether you have resources, whether you have a goal, whether you have machines, whether you have material resources, you need to manage the human resources. The human capital available to your organization determine whether you will succeed. Machines don't operate themselves. Strategies don't operate themselves. Your vision cannot be achieved without having the quality people that can drive that vision. So human resources management is key to the success of any organization. We are also looking at what are those key value creating business processes. According to Peter Drucker, what a company says is value. Like economists will tell us, value is what satisfies the customer. The quality, what the customer derives from the product or the service you are selling. So if there is no value, if it's of no value to the customer will not put a price on it. So If you are to create value, there are things that you must be doing consistently. One of them is you must engage in product development. That is, product development is that you are introducing new product or you are improving on existing product or services. And also, you must improve on your marketing. You must improve on your sales. You must improve on your customer service because the customer values your relationship. So if you cannot maintain your customer, you are certainly going to lose them, and you are losing them to the competitor. And you must handle the support services, the support processes like the human resources. You must handle your finances properly. You must handle your information technology properly. And most importantly, your supply chain must handle it properly because supply chain determines the cost of production. The cost of goods produced and the cost of distribution comes under supply chain. Inability to handle your supply chain and you are not able to optimize your supply chain, you are bound to have your cost is bound to increase. And also, your management process must be, you must get it right in your management process in areas like strategic management, like your vision, your mission, long-term goals. You quite often we see organizations, you ask them, what is your vision? They don't have a vision, they don't have a mission, and they don't have long-term goals. If you have no vision, which means you don't know where you are going. If you don't have a long-term goal, you don't know where you are going. You must have a vision, you must have a mission, and you must have long-term goals. It is when you have all those ones that you can say, these are my objectives that I will use to achieve this vision, this mission, and goals. And also, without this, you will not be able to formulate strategies. And also, you must handle risk management. It is very sad that if an organization is not able to manage this risk, and because any little mistake, any little wrong investment can lead to that organization wasting resources, which can also lead to the collapse of the organization. You must you must have a clear strategic management in place. Your framework for strategic management must be outstanding. You must be able to handle risk and also quality management. In quality management, set up a powerful quality management system. And a quality management system includes quality planning, quality assurance, quality control, and quality improvement. So you must be involved in every aspect of quality management so that you get it right. And we also talk about innovation management. These are a very important aspect of succeeding in business. And also, you must also get it right in the area of value creation strategies. Your value creation strategies might include efficiency, you enhance your efficiency, and you reduce your cost management. The highest revenue any organization in the world is Walmart. Walmart they operate in so many countries in the world. They are the biggest supermarket in the world. But what is the strategy that makes them to be ahead of others is one, they are able to handle cost management, which is in line with what Michael Porter says that cost leadership can put you ahead of your competitors. So they are able, if you must be able to handle cost management. As you are handling cost management, you increase your efficiency. Some of the ways that we can increase efficiency are you can bring in a lean operation, you can bring in agile operation, and also you can bring in business process re-engineering. I believe my students have done strategic and operations management, so they know what we are seeing. When we talk about lean operation, we're talking about agile operation, we're talking about business process re-engineering. Then you must have be able to differentiate, bring in innovation that make your product to be unique. Most of the successful organizations, they make their product to be unique. There's no way you will confuse another car with a Toyota car. There's no way you confuse a BMW car with a Mercedes car because they differentiate them. So you must be able to differentiate your product. And also your customers. Customer is the king, according to Peter Drucker. So you must be able to manage your customer well, manage their attitude, manage their values, manage their idiosyncrasies, and also manage their preferences so that you will be able to study them. So customer management is also key, and you must be able to entrench good corporate governance that enhance you engaging with all all the stakeholders, your customers, your employee, your supplier, your investors. All these are part of the things you need to do in enhancing your organizational success. Then you must also have a good organizational structure. Organizational structure is defined as how job and roles and responsibilities are assigned within a company. How job, roles, and responsibilities are assigned within a company. So we have different structures. We have the hierarchical structure. We have the flat structure. We have the matrix structure. We have the network structure. We have the project team. We have the divisional structure. And we have the functional structure. Then you must also get it right in organizational design. Organizational design is broader than the organizational structure because organizational design is the process of structuring an organization to achieve its goals effectively and efficiently. It encompasses creation of roles, processes, structure, and how they integrate people, technology, and information. So in organizational design, the key purpose is the goals you want to achieve. So you now determine the level of specialization. Frederick Taylor said that we must encourage specialization. Adam Smith, 1776, said that for us to succeed, we must encourage division of labor and specialization. But in modern management, you cannot emphasize specialization. As you have specialization, there are areas that you can also include a combination. Then departmentalization, then formalization, that is how you formalize rules, procedures, and policies. Whether somebody can bring in its own initiative. But if we follow the Max Weber principle, Max Weber said that we must formalize to the extent that the worker is not supposed to bring in his initiative. Everything needs to be written. What needs to be done needs to be clearly outlined so that anybody doing the job will follow those procedures that have been outlined in order to carry it out. So you also look at the structure that suits your organization. So these are the things that we need to do in order to enhance our success in organizational in our organizational management. Every manager needs to follow these steps to ensure success. So I thank you for listening to the first part of this lecture. This is a tip of the iceberg. You go and make more research. Make more research, read more books on this organizational structure and management so that you will be well informed. Thank you, and God bless you. My name remains Dr. Clement Aliu Ogbaini.